What's up everybody? How's everyone doing? In case you are wondering, what the hell am I wearing today? Well, this is all for, today's vlog, today's video. So this video, I've been wanting to do for a while now. I've been trying to do it many times, but timing could not be more wrong. Because, remote learning and then this quarantine and everything else, so there's that. And, and also since we're going to be going back to in-person classes and hybrids and stuff like that, this is like, alright, let's do it right now. Why not? And also, special guest, little Miss Juniper Aurora, right here. She'll be our little mascot for today. So anyhow, this video is for the freshmen and the transfer students that are coming into the Viking community for the very first time. And yeah. So the first advice, this is really important for anybody who's coming in, is make sure you carry around your mask and your student ID. Before we get into the mask, you're probably wondering, what does a student ID look like? It's this beauty right here. Yes, I have different hair. Back then. That was like 2019 at least, but same format, maybe a little different because this is 2019 and this year is 2021, so a couple years different. So with the mask, this is really important. Make sure you carry that around everywhere you go. Doesn't matter if you are planning on staying outside or you're going to be inside at one point. Make sure you bring your mask, and if you don't and you're being a Karen or a Chad about it, then you're going to get kicked out of the school for that. Yes, if you read the email, you know what's up. Don't be that person. Be a grown-up. Be a responsible grown-ass adult and wear your mask. Simple as that. No complaints here. And also for the student ID, it's much more important now than it was back then. There's a lot more added to how you use your student ID. When I went there, it's for, paying for your meals, either at Victor's or Smith's. Victor's is in Ondine, which is one of the housing options for first year freshmen. And also get scanned into the rec center. If you get like more than one credit, you're more than one credit that you're taking, membership is free. And also get access to your dorms. It's kind of a safety thing, and they added more to it. I think it's just because, things are getting a little rough out there, especially in the last couple of years. They added more, such as, getting access to the academic buildings now. I don't know about Smith. I may have to read that email again. Everyone who's like a newbie in the Portland State community will get that email. So, all in all, make sure you bring your ID and your mask. You don't want to be that person that, forgets their ID when they're going into the building. That happens. Don't worry, it happened to me before, where I forgot my mask and also forget my keys too to my dorm apartment. It happens more than once, but if you do it more than like 3 times or a certain amount of number, it's going to get charged to your room. It's not fun. So do this, and you're probably wondering, how am I going to carry that? Mask and ID. Well, mask, pretty easy. Everything has pockets now. It's pretty easy. It's so weird because it's like, by this point, I would find, an extra mask in like my pocket or my purse or something like that. And probably wondering, where can I store this? Yes, it's hard to store it in your pocket when you're taking everything out and stuff like that. I would highly recommend you purchasing one of these. This is like a zip up wallet for you that is attached to your phone case. This one I had for 2 years, 2.5 years at least. And this one stayed intact except for the zipper part, the little handle here. But this this one lasts a long time. You can find anything like this on Amazon. It would be a little cheap, but the greatest thing about Amazon is that they're the student thing, student prime, and it's cheaper than regular prime, not gonna lie, so it's really nice. So do purchase one of these for your for like your ID, student ID, like federal ID, student ID, everything else in this little booklet here, and you'll save a little bit of room in your pockets so you don't have a wallet. So that's that, and do bring your mask. I think by this point, everyone's like, okay, keys, wallet, phone, mask. That's pretty much it. So do bring your mask, do bring your student ID. It will save you a lot of time. The next advice I have for you is get involved with the school. You probably heard about it in high school, but it's the same in college. Be a part of, things outside the classroom. Every major has something fun that is a part of their, major. I'm a film student, and one of the first things that we were, introduced to was our production. It was called PSU TV, but now it's Basement Studios. But if I say PSU TV, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, PSU TV is our production, and before the pandemic, I was a part of this segment called Life Fridays. Greatest thing about it is not only just you help out assembling, disassembling, typical things that you would do on a regular film set, but you get free donuts and free live music while you're working. So that's just awesome. All right, that's just like the best thing in the world. And also you get partnered. They're partnered with the radio station, so that's nice. And if you're wondering, like, how far away are they? So they filmed it at the radio station, and it's literally across the hall from the PSU TV office. So not that big of a deal. And also, be a part of like sports, intramural sports. There's no intramural sports that I'm interested in, unfortunately. I don't know if they're going to do it this year. We'll see about next year. But yeah, be a part of something, clubs, intramural sports. If you're one of those swanky people that got a scholarship to, the swanky sport that we get to, spectate, that would be nice. Just be a part of something, and go to these sporting events. Volleyball and basketball. They're at the pavilion, and it's on campus. You want to go to the football games? You got to get on the bus to get over to Hillsborough. Which, before you get on the bus, make sure you have this on. Make sure you have this with you. Again, going back to guide number 1. And also, it's not just sporting and clubs and, fun things that you can do outside of your major that's within your major. They also host some really fun events around campus. We're coming into, the start of the year, and they do this thing called Viking Days, where it's just a bunch of fun events. When I went there, when I was a transfer student, it was back-to-back events all weekend from Thursday to Sunday. And that was the time I moved in. But now they're kind of like scattered everywhere, and it's like a little weird, but you gotta do what you gotta do when you're in some weird times, I guess. And I would highly recommend you going to Victor's house party. Like, if you are one of those people that love, those dances in high school, those fun little dances, that's definitely the place for you to do, because there's a lot of dancing, there's music, and, things can get a little crazy. And also, they have this thing that they do every term. So, beginning of the term, they have, party at the fill-in-the-blanks, party at the park blocks, party in the ballroom. Fill-in-the-blanks is the same thing. It's almost like a, club fair. It's hard to pinpoint what it is. They show like what they have on campus, the resources and the clubs and stuff like that. It's hard to pinpoint exactly what it is because there's so much going on. And yes, we do have fraternities. If you have an extra $1,000 or something like that, join a fraternity. And or sorority, just join Greek life. I'm not the Greek life kind of person, really. Heard too many things about it. And, but yeah, it's kind of like, you know, a resource club fair, at the beginning of the term that you can just sign up. And, of course, you do get free food, free lunch, which is nice. Anything free is really nice when you're a college student. And then middle of the term, we have this, midterm stress-free event. Always fun. One of my favorites, it happened a couple times, where it's like a massage. You get a massage. There's a massage chair. It's really fun. A lot of fun things. And then at the end of the term, you know, just around finals week, like the week before finals week, they do, you know, midnight breakfast. It's not literally at midnight, but it's like at 8 p.m. And every term, you know, there's a different thing. Like let's say fall term, there is a theme about, you know, Halloween or witches or something like that. And they would have a tarot card reading there. And then another one in the winter, it would be like, you know, like jungle or something like that. There's a different theme to it every term, and you get the same concept, you know, having pancakes at 8 o'clock in the evening, which is nice. I mean, who would do that? But yeah, do get involved with your school, you know, through clubs and sporting events and other things, you know. Make your life worth it. The third advice is do check out the sites if you're not a local. If you are one of those swanky people, I call them swanky because, you know, they know the city better than us. If you are a local who grew up in Portland and managed to get to Portland State, and your friend is, you know, you met in class and they're from, you know, San Francisco, let's say. Be their tour guide. Come on, it would be really nice to show them around to some of the cool little places. And if you don't have one of those swanky local people that, you know, can show you around, which I would get one if I were you, do a little sightseeing for yourself. I mean, there's so much to see around Portland. It's like there's so much to see, but yet not a lot to see. You know, there's the Oregon Zoo. I started this little tradition my first year of going to the Oregon Zoo in the fall because it's just this, you know, the rain and it's just perfect. It's just perfect to go to the zoo in fall for me. I don't know about winter or spring, but it's just fall. You know, I love fall. And you know, going to the zoo, honestly, it really does feel like a children's museum than anything else. Went there as a kid and it was so much fun, and then tried to go there as an adult. So maybe not, unless you really want to see it. The waterfront, always beautiful, you know, Saturdays, and yeah, Saturdays we had the, you know, Saturday market on the waterfront. It's been there once. It was really nice. Really nice vendors and really nice food there. They do it all year round. Same for the farmers market on the park blocks, year round. And but yeah, you know, check it out. Check out some of the places of your own. There may be like something that, especially downtown, there's a lot going on downtown, including the Pearl District. It's kind of funny because like downtown and Pearl District kind of merge with each other. Because they're like in the same area. It's weird. But yeah, you know, check out different neighborhoods. There's some neighborhoods that you would be like, I really want to avoid that. And then others are like, wow, this is beautiful. I want to go there all the time. I want to move here after my time in the dorms, like Ondine or Broadway or whatever. And also there may be, you know, a spot like, you know, an eatery or a brewery or whatever that you never thought it was going to be your favorite. Like one time, no one told me about this. I just figured it out. I just found that out. It's the Teardrop Cocktail Lounge. And, well, they have, like, some of the best, you know, they have the best cheese platter, the best, you know, cocktails. The cocktails can be a little strong if you're not careful, so be careful. But, yeah, you know, you would find, you know, like, the local favorites, but also, you know, you would find your own way in regards to, like, which one's your favorite, and including shops and malls and stuff like that, you know. Of course, take up from other people saying, you know, go there, see it for yourself, see if you like it, and then, you know, do your own thing and, you know, So yeah, do explore Portland. You get free access to the streetcar, and the max for 2.5 hours is $2.50. Really, it's not that bad. And advice number 4, I really wish someone would have told me this before I came here, is use the sky bridge. I mean, there are sky bridges around campus. Not so much, eastward, but westward, like the 4 buildings lining up around the park blocks, like Smith, Newburger, it's a different name, but I call it Newburger Hall. The Kramer and Lincoln halls, they all have a sky bridge connecting each other on like that same level. It's not their floor plan may be a little different, but it's like all on the same level. Use the sky bridge. Like if you had this class and it's like 3 hours and you got like a 20-minute break, don't go downstairs. If you're like a higher level, don't go downstairs, walk towards Smith and go up or whatever. Do take the sky bridge. It's so much easier. I wish someone would have told me about this, because this is, time saving. And also when it's like, I don't know about a whole lot of people, but if you're one of those people that hate the rain or hate the cold, sky bridge is really nice. It's covered, and also you get some really great sights and take a lot of really great pictures. So there's that. And but yeah, use the sky bridge. And also there's like a little basement connecting like a tunnel throughout like some of the buildings. So try that if you're down below and you don't want to deal with the traffic. So yeah, take the sky bridge. The last advice I would give you, this is really important for those living in the dorms, especially when some of the dorms are really old. Be courteous of your neighbor. Just be really courteous. I had a bad experience with a neighbor while living in Blackstone. There was a neighbor upstairs, and I don't know what the hell they were doing, but their footsteps felt like that. It felt like that, and the floor to ceiling ratio is so thin. And there was one time in the spring, I was literally trying to fall asleep, and I hear upstairs, and I really want to sleep, and they're up at 1 a.m., and I had to get up in my PJs to bang on their door and be like, quiet down, I'm trying to fall asleep here. And same going the other way, like sometimes I would be taking a nap and I would hear, the bass of the music from next door, and they were just be courteous to your neighbor. Doesn't matter how old the building is, just be careful of your footing. Just don't do anything that would be, loud, because you don't want angry Karen, angry Annie to be like, bang, 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 you're too loud. Also, same for the music. Like I had this one, I think it was at the end of the hall, like the other end of the hall, where there are guys that are like really, loud with their music, and they've been talked down from both the RA and everybody else. So yeah, just be careful, okay? Be courteous of your neighbors, and turn down the music, and wear earphones, and be courteous. And that's pretty much it for all the advice. I was thinking of so many advices I would give you, but I've only been on campus for only 2 terms before COVID hit. Isn't that sad? That's so sad, So that's the best advice I could give you from my experiences on campus in, the 2 terms I was there. And I'm so excited for all of you guys to be a part of our Viking community, and make sure you take those advices with you when you step foot on campus. Just remember, it's your story here. It's not your brother or sister that went to college, their story. Not your mom and dad that went to college, their story. It's your story. And if they try to rub it on you, just say, buzz off. Knock it off. Stop rubbing it. It's my story here. So enjoy it as much as you can. And if you have any questions, leave them down here. And that would be nice. And I'm hoping I would do more. I hope I would get back into the PDX adventures. I've done that little series at the beginning of, when I was new to Portland, and then COVID hit. I know, it sucks, right? So, without further ado, I'll just head on over. Alright. See you later, guys. Bye.